Let's try and clear this up, okay, Pumpkin? What hurts more? A or B? Forehand or backhand? A little louder, lamb chop. I think you may.
What's going on, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters? It's your boy, The Truth 31. Hit like, subscribe for all that DC goodness on the face, neck, and chest. And is Joker in this show or not? Because I keep hearing all these rumors, all this speculation about whether or not a Joker will appear in Titan season 3, and I really, really hope he does, because all this rumors and talk and leaks, it's really getting frustrating. It's really getting annoying, and I would hope that one of the EPs of the show or the showrunner comes out on Twitter and Instagram and is like, "Yo, Joker is in my show or Joker is not in my show. Which one is it, bro?" If I was part of the Titans, creative team or the showrunner or the EP, I would be like, look, I would announce it on Twitter or Instagram. It's like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Fans of Titans, the Joker will appear in our show. Imagine if the showrunner did. Imagine if the showrunner did that. If that person did that on Twitter, the EP or the cast or whatever, so many more people would be intrigued in watching Titan season 3. Like, so many more people will watch Titan season 3 because they will be so curious to see what Joker's involvement would be in the show. Now, of course, us hardcore DC fans, with the introduction of Jason Todd as Red Hood, that already leaves us to believe that, okay, if the Joker appears in Titan season 3, then they are going to do the death in the storyline, what's it called? Death in the Family storyline, where Joker beats up Jason Todd. And instead of Jason Todd, blaming Bruce Wayne for not being able to save him, he blames the Titans family for not being able to save him. And that makes so much more sense, especially within the context of the show, where there's this tension between Jason Todd and the Titans, where he doesn't feel part of the team, where he's always angry at Dick Grayson. And especially with Jason Todd's mental stability not being all there, because I think it was Deathstroke that kidnapped Jason Todd, so he felt like he was always on edge. He has like this PTSD. It was like, oh my God, it's like, am I safe? Like, what's going on? Like, that to me makes so much more sense, rather than him being angry at the Titans for not being like part of the team or not being part of the family. Like that's a really dumb reason to be the main antagonist for the Titans in season 3, if that's the case. Because I know that there was also a rumor of talking about Jason Todd being the main antagonist for the show, which I don't like at all. Because I also think Blackfire, which is Starfire's sister, the alien, I think she's going to be the main antagonist for the show. And that makes more sense, because obviously there's this connection with Starfire, and Starfire is going to have a much more prominent role in Titan season 3. So the fact that Jason Todd might be the antagonist for season 3 for the Titans, I don't like that at all. I'd rather Jason Todd just be sprinkled throughout the show and have him and make us, the audience, like question like whether or not Jason Todd is good or bad. Like, that to me is much more of an interesting setup for the character. And again, if you're going to introduce the Joker, do the death in the family storyline. It only makes sense. Skip this bullshit about Jason Todd being angry with the Titans because he doesn't feel like he's part of the family. Nonsense. Scratch that concept right out. It's like, tear up that page right now and just do the death in the family storyline. And especially since I have this theory, and I might be wrong, but again, it's my theory, that the Titan season 3 is going to be a time jump. I think Titan season 3 is going to take place like maybe 3 or 4 years into the future. That way, the writers can set up Jason Todd as the Red Hood, and because all this history has been established, like the only reason why you introduce Joker is because Joker killed Robin, right? So in this 4 years, that all happened. Joker killed Robin. Jason Todd went into the Lazarus pit, got resurrected by Talia al Ghul. Now, whether or not Talia al Ghul is in his universe, doesn't matter. I'm sure that the writers can figure out a way to write her into the storyline. Don't even show her. Just mention Talia al Ghul, or Jason Todd can mention her and be like, hey, I was in this Lazarus pit and they resurrected me. And I got angry and I got upset. And he's even more unstable because, you know, the Lazarus pit has side effects to your mental status. So that would make so much more sense, that not only that, because if he goes down that route, that would be awesome. And instead of Jason Todd, you know, blaming Batman for not being able to save him, he blames the Titans family for not being able to save him, especially since there's so much tension between Jason Todd and the Titans family, that it would make so much more sense within the story that he blames the Titans. And that way you can have your cake and eat it too, and just make a slight alteration to the story where instead of, you know, he blames Batman, he blames the Titans family. And that's the reason why Jason Todd would be your main antagonist for the Titans. That makes sense to me. But again, I don't know. I'm not a writer, so I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, those are my thoughts. Smash that like button, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters. Subscribe, hit me up on Twitter, Instagram. Let's continue having a DC conversation as always. Support DC, love DC. Do you like my theory? Do you think the Titans show would have a time jump so that way, you know, Jason Todd's backstory could be fully established with the Lazarus pit being beaten to death by Joker and him being the main antagonist for Titans? That to me makes so much sense. But if you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments down below. And let's have that conversation because, you know, I love Titans. Titans is awesome. And I can't wait to see season 3. I can't wait to see Red Hood and how he's established in the series. And I hope if you're gonna bring in the Joker, that's the way to do it. So the Joker storyline makes sense and the Red Hood storyline makes sense within the context of the show. But again, I'm not a writer, so if I hope they take notes because that to me sounds like a great idea, and I hope they pull it off because I love Titans. But anyway, as always, truth out.